Chris, thanks for being with us. I know it's been a very busy offseason for you. It seems like the last several years we've had a bunch of your teammates getting married. This year was your turn. Congratulations to you and Mary. Tell us about your big day in Hawaii and also a pretty fabulous honeymoon you guys took as well.
Yeah, thank you. It was beautiful. We got married in Mary's hometown in Hawaii, and we got lucky. It didn't. The rain held off for us. It was like a hurricane the next day, so feel very fortunate that the weather held up.
And then you went to Australia?
We
did some cool things down there?
Yeah, we went to Australia for 9 days. We saw the Great Barrier Reef, did the Daintree Rainforest, and Sydney.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see the koala bear right there. You guys take the koala bear home with you guys?
Yeah, no, we tried to keep it as a service animal, but they didn't. They didn't let us.
They didn't let us?
No.
Well, speaking of this offseason, so you had that, but I also want to know, how's the body? How was the body holding up this offseason? I know last year you dealt with some injuries here and there, but are those all in the past? Were you able to get a good offseason workout?
Yeah, no, right now I feel 100%. I'm pretty fortunate to be local, and I get to work out here at Dodger Stadium and have access to all our training staff here, so they make sure I'm ready to go.
You know, CT, you came up as a shortstop, you know, through the minor leagues with Seattle, and then obviously over here with the Dodgers, but you've really transitioned nicely. In my opinion, one of the best super utility players I've seen. You can play center, short, third, anywhere. What's it like as far as your preparation in spring training, making sure you get enough reps at each position?
Yeah, just like you said, just getting the reps in. I think every day you have to take those pregame reps seriously. You have to put that much more work in to make sure you're bouncing around to each of the spots. In the outfield, I like to just take balls live off the bat in batting practice. You know, a lot of guys are kind of just like casually out there catching fly balls, and for me, those are my game reps. You know, I like to take ground balls with the infielders in our prep routine, and then during BP, I try to get my reps in the outfield.
I saw some video clips of you taking swings during this offseason, Chris. To my very untrained eye, it looks like you're doing maybe something a little different with your swing. Is there anything different at all about your swing as we look toward 2023?
Yeah, a little bit. Just trying to clean some things up. Obviously, didn't have the year I wanted to have last year. I was kind of grinding through the whole season and started hitting almost right away. As soon as the season ended this year, I got in the cage with my hitting coach. Robert's been working with me a lot, and just trying to clean things up, get a little closer to like 2020, 21 swing.
Yeah, you know, we talked about your versatility and you playing all sorts of positions, but we have some young guys here that they're actually asking to maybe change some positions, or that they potentially can play numerous positions here. What's the advice you can give maybe a guy like Miguel Vargas, you know, maybe a young guy like Michael Busch who can also play multiple positions, about this organization and how to prepare?
Yeah, I think it's the mentality is the most important thing. Obviously, you got to get the preparation in to get those reps in, like we talked about, but just treating every position like you're a Gold Glove player at that position. I think it's easy to fall into a trap of saying, oh, I just want to be adequate at multiple positions. And you're a utility player, so you feel like you don't have to be the best player at that position, and that's not the best mentality to have. I think whether you're playing second base, left field, center field, whatever position you're playing, you have to convince yourself that I'm a Gold Glover at this position, and I think that creates the right aggressive mentality you need.
I love that mindset. You know, some people have that outwardly, and obviously he has it inwardly, the confidence. And speaking of your confidence, you've made incredible plays both defensively and offensively in the postseason. Walk us through your mindset in the postseason when there's a ball hitting the gap and you got to chase it down in front of 50,000 people, or if you're up to bat in front of 55,000 people. How can you calm yourself down to able to execute your game plan?
Yeah, it's not always easy. You know, when the moment gets bigger, I think as much as you can simplify the game, it's probably the most beneficial. You know, I think we have a tendency to try to do more when the game gets bigger, you know, the moment gets bigger, and so I try to do the opposite and just try to do less and keep it as simple as I can.
I think Nomar used to say, you let the moment rise to you, you don't rise to the moment. And that sounds a lot like what Chris Taylor's done certainly in the postseason. CT, aside from getting married and going to Australia, you had a busy offseason in that you were doing 2 charity events. You did the CT3 Foundation event in Virginia Beach and also the one at Topgolf in El Segundo. How did both of those events go? Because it looked like, from all the pictures and everything that I read, that they were both a smashing success.
They were great. We raised a lot of money, which is the most important thing. We got to meet a lot of kids, a lot of Dodger fans. You know, I think everybody had a great time at the events. If you've never been to Topgolf, it's a blast. Yeah, you don't have to be good at golf either, which is the beautiful thing. And yeah, for our first LA event, we were super excited. We had a great turnout.
Yeah, what has this community meant to you? I mean, you know, you see that you're giving back to that, but what really has it meant?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I moved here. You know, we love it here in LA, and it's my new home. So, you know, I fell in love with LA the moment I got here, and it's a dream come true to play here at Dodger Stadium and, you know, live not too far away at the beach. And, I mean, you guys know how great it is down there. So
that's why we're neighbors. Yes.
Yeah.
So that means you're going to start surfing too, living on the beach?
Oh, I've been surfing.
He's been surfing.
Oh, yeah.
Where you been?
I'm sorry, hey, man, I
there.
just got here, brother. I just got here. So surfing is the thing now, huh?
Yeah, it's a thing. I started in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
And then I moved out here, and the waves were way better than they were in Virginia Beach.
Well, Jerry, you've missed a lot during the offseason. You also missed when CT came in studio. Came in studio with us. Not only that, Nomar would have hated this. We had Chris Taylor break down a top 10 of his top 10 plays as a Dodger. Nomar would have hated this. Jerry would have loved it. We just wouldn't have had we wouldn't have been able to come up with 10 plays, but we had 10 plays of Chris. Now, was that as awful for you to experience and have to go through and talk about yourself 10 different plays?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. I tried to let you do most of the talking.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you saw the plays like, man, I'm pretty good, right?
There's that Gold Glove mentality.
That's right. Yeah,
with
it's
all
a
that.
confidence booster to see highlights of yourself. Jerry knows.
Yeah, that's why he plays it on loop all the time.
Yeah, well, I go in the closet at the Sportsnet LA studios right there around 2:30. That's why sometimes I'm 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
I'm watching the highlights. It's a quick 2 minutes.
He literally has them one swipe away. Every highlight that you could ever want of his career, one swipe away on his phone.
Yeah.
He can show you. Chris Taylor, thank you so much for joining us today. And here's to a very successful 2023 season. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Chris.